Surprise time, bitch!
Here we are, people. Part 4, Fallout. This is Younger Reviewer, and I'm happy to be here. Sorry about that. Okay, so where we left off was building the gate to the settlement. And last episode I went through every little bit as far as the mods that I'm using. If you'd like a little bit of further detail into that, let me know, and I will go into the detail of what the mods do. I actually plan to do a video of that. I'm not cheating severely. I don't have a mod that allows me to have like unlimited resources or anything like that, so it'll take me a while to build my settlements even with using my mods. And just to put it out there, I don't like putting you guys through this as far as, seeing me build the settlement, from the ground up. But also I find that it's important, being a gamer, that I share every experience with you, even the little things that I do. It's annoying, I'll say, but I feel that you guys should experience everything that I experience, because as a gamer yourself, if you're sitting here watching this, then you obviously enjoy playing the games or enjoy watching other people play the games. And gamers have a lot of the same mental states, and that's wanting to see everything that's going on. And whether you like to admit it or not, or like to sit here and watch through it, it is kind of built into our DNA. We love to sit here and watch even the little petty stuff that we're doing. And I don't want you guys to sit there and be like, oh, well, this is so boring and everything. You're right, it is. This is part of the game. Unfortunately, this is how I feel. As a gamer, we should be experiencing the games that we, haven't played or would like to play. And I find that these little things are, quite important. As much as they are annoying, they are important. Now, go into a little bit more detail about what I'm doing here. I'm actually just trying to make a safe location for my settlement. And yes, you'll see me sitting here a few times, messing with pieces to put in the right spot and whatnot. But that's because I don't always use the place anywhere mod. I mean, it's active at all times, but sometimes I just don't like, to put it down just anywhere. Sometimes I like to try and get it, at least somewhat in the right area, that I'd have everything else without using mods. So I mean, if you just give me a little bit of time, I'll get through all these videos, and the next few videos, actually, well, not the next few ones, the next ones I record are going to be, I've already built some of my settlements. I'm using some of the mods to try and get to, use them just a little bit better, so that you guys have a clearer understanding of what I'm doing. As far as the stuff in Sanctuary right now, I'm just building a wall around the main parts that I want to protect, the main settlement area. I want to have a sound structure, a sound area where if I do get raided, they're not getting in easily. You know what I mean? It's just, you don't want to leave yourself wide open for an attack. And if you've never played Fallout 4 before, yes, your settlements can get raided by raiders and super mutants and stuff like that. And we'll go a little further into detail about the creatures of Fallout as we encounter them. I'll put in some creature lore and stuff like that, something to help fellow gamers out to understand a little bit more about the lore of the game, which I'd actually like to discuss right now, and that's you know, the history of Fallout. I've been doing a lot of research on it, and they basically had the same history as we did up to about the time they bombed Hiroshima. After they bombed Hiroshima, you know, our government got all scared and whatnot of this, you know, a little bit scared of the power of the, you know, bombs. I mean, it didn't stop them from making them, but they don't use them to full potential. The other theory I have about that is the fact that our government lets us be controlled by, you know, oil companies and stuff. And if we switch to another, you know, power source, like, you know, nuclear power or whatever, these companies would lose a lot of money. And I'm assuming that, you know, they still had that problem in their universe because, you know, their natural resources dwindled, and that's what sent the economy into, you know, utter chaos. So, and started the whole, you know, Great War. And, you know, little things will differ in the history, you know, from ours to the Fallout universe. You know, a lot of things didn't stay the same, you know, but you have to think, you know, if this was our world, would it have ended the same way? And, you know, we don't know for sure. But it's fun to, you know, sit there and, you know, guess and see what would happen, you know, if our world was so much different. You know, on the same route as, you know, the Fallout 4 universe. I think it'd be a fun little, you know, idea. You can't expect everything to go the way you want it to, right? Alright, so let's get off that for a while. The other thing to realize when you're building your settlements, and always keep this in mind, if you're not using mods, you do have a limited build area, or not area, but, well, you have a limited build area. That's what that green barrier is. It's, you know, an area that you can't build past. But you have a build limit. There's a little bar in the top right corner, and without any mods, that bar can fill up pretty quickly. So keep in mind that without using any mods, that bar can fill up, and you can't, you know what I mean, you don't have a whole lot of options in what you're able to do. So if you're, you know, if you don't mind blocking your achievements, use the mods, because that's one thing, you know, using mods blocks the ability to use achievements, or ability to gain achievements, which means your gamer score doesn't go up. And that's a funny thing too. I've noticed that the gamer score absolutely has nothing to do with how you are positioned in games, ranked or unranked, whatever. I mean, when Xbox first came out, I heard that that was a big thing that they were going to do, is that, you know, everybody's gamer score was going to match up. If your gamer score was the same as somebody else's, that's the kind of, you know, people that you were going to play against. And honestly, that's not true, because I've been up against some pretty low gamer score people ever since I started playing. And I'm not saying Xbox messed up on anything, just, you know, sometimes things don't go as planned. It happens to us. As gamers and, you know, companies, things change. So I really hope you guys are enjoying this game, and I'm going to go quiet for a little bit while this plays through. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, I was wrong. I'm not gonna go quiet. This part of the section is was really annoying to me. I was trying to close off this area that goes towards Vault 111. And it was annoying the hell out of me, honestly. I couldn't get anything to go the way I wanted it to. Which normally happens, so don't get discouraged. You know, keep trying. Man, this is so frustrating. Now, I think that's the biggest issue with settlement building is you just kind of get frustrated with how things play out or how things, you know, want to lay down. Not everything wants to go down the way you want it to. And you might not think that's annoying, but man, is it annoying. Alright, because of these mods that I'm using, it is important that I use my flashlight because it makes it extremely dark. Alright, now I'm just checking around to make sure I got everything, you know, stable. I'm just checking out the beds, you know, there's that's another downside to the scrap everything mod is it when you used to scrap dressers and stuff that had candles on them, they'd go away. Now no, they don't. But right here's what I'm talking about, the the beds that renovated furniture beds and stuff like that, they sometimes they want to go where you put them, other times not so much. So, you know, but you can literally take out everything from the house so that you can build a nice, you know, little settlement. That's an institution bed, by the way. Institution beds are kind of unique. And before you say it, yes, I know that I put 2 different kinds of beds there. I think I fix that later. All I know for sure is that, you know, there's a bunch of stuff in my way. Some products, some stuff that you find in the settlements have like food in them and whatnot. Those have to be stored into the workshop. They cannot be, you know, demolished because they're a consumable item. So yeah, you have to either store those or just, you know, keep them on the floor until you're ready to pick them up. Excuse me. Anyways, what I was saying about the furniture. The renovated furniture will sit firmly on the floor, and some of the other furniture, especially in the houses that aren't supposed to be there, will sink into the floor, and you won't be able to, you know, place it there without using the Place Anywhere mod. And that's the Sanctuary Hills debris removal and cleanup. That mod cleans up Sanctuary so that your demolished houses aren't demolished. So you have to use renovated furniture in them so that they sit firmly on the floor and not in your way. Or, you know, sunk into the floor, not in your way. You know what I meant. Well, no, you didn't, but, you know. Anyways. There's a couple mods that I'd like to point out that I'm not actually using right now that I normally do use. One is called Do It Yourself, and it allows you to put shelves on the wall, and then it has cluttered items like weapons and stuff like that you can put on the shelves to take up space, and they're non-static items. I'm pretty sure that's the word I'm looking for. The stuff that doesn't fly around the room when you bump into it or whatever. It stays where you put it. Alright. Alright, well, we're going to be getting on to the next episode, so I hope you guys enjoy this, and I will see you on the next one. This has been The Unknown Reviewer, and I thank you for watching. If you wouldn't mind, hit that like button, subscribe, notifications if you want.